Now let's work through an example so that we can kind of see how this plays out when you actually have to submit all this data. Okay, we're going to look at an IRA and a brokerage account, and we're going to assume that both the IRA and the brokerage account hold the exact same investments. So we can kind of see how the reporting is different between the two accounts. Okay, so let's start with the IRA. Now with the IRA, as you recall, we don't worry about the income. So you'll notice here that there's nothing reported for income type. So in a retirement account, you don't have to report income type, but you do, and you also don't have to report income. So you'll see here, we've checked the box for none or less than $201, okay? So you don't have to worry about income in the retirement accounts for either the mutual fund or the stock. Now, let's look at the brokerage account. Okay, for the ABC stock fund, it's an accepted investment fund. We report the value. We don't have to report the income type, so this is another advantage of using accepted investment funds, is you don't have to mess around with worrying about the income type. You don't have to report that at all. You do have to report the income, but now let's look at the stock. The stock we have to, it's not an exempted investment fund, so we put not A, report the value, we have to report the income type, and we have to report the income amount. So with individual stocks and bonds, your reporting requirements are going to be a little bit more involved than if you use an exempted investment fund.